Dude, I'm not really a horror game player. Like, when I was a kid, like, I managed to make it through Dead Space 1. And, like, I don't think I'll ever play again. Doom 3, you know, like, I've spent so much time playing Doom 1 and 2 as well. Like, it's my uncles, like, they're fucking old nerds. Doom 3 is way too fucking scary, dude. There's like crypts and tombs in Elden Ring. I won't even just go in on playthroughs because I'm like, I don't feel like getting fucking scared right now.
I love horror games. If there's a horror game to be played, you know, I've played it. One of the absolute greatest games was Alien Isolation. That was a game that totally took me by surprise because I was used to never having any good alien-related or predator-related games. And the sound design. I won't play that game anymore without headphones. The sound design of it is just unbelievable. There are certain games that people are like, dude, you gotta play this with phones. And I'm like, okay. I get scared though, because where I play out in the other room, I'm in the recliner and I have like a projector, big wall and all this stuff.
Oh, wow. And
my back is to the stairs. So I don't hear anybody coming down the stairs with the headphones on, and they scare the shit out of me. And my fucking wife will come down the stairs and tap me on the shoulder. I'll hit the ceiling.
With survival horror stuff, that's another really difficult thing for me. I'm a huge Alien franchise fan, but like, I couldn't even play Alien Isolation because it's so based off of like hide and run and sneak, and like that is not my strong point. So I have never gotten past like the first 40 minutes of that game. It was like the first encounter with these guys in a room where like they're gonna kill you if they find you. I just was like, dude, I just want to smash them because I don't feel comfortable running knowing that the danger is always there, but that's the entire point of the game. Once my friend was like, yeah, it's about avoiding people. It's about like running past shit. It's about like dodging like crazy and not necessarily, like you said, brute force. I was like, that is not a game for me because everything I do is always brute force. There's no strategy. It's just kill till you're killed. And that was, I died too much, you know?
Resident Evil 4. 4 was such a hit, both critically and commercially. When was the last time you went back and played it? I tried, and I had kind of a bad time. When I first played that and finished it, it was like, this is one of the greatest games ever. Perfect. Don't touch it. Went back and played it, remembering that after playing 7, 8, and the 2 remake again. Just being like, oh man, 4 is the GOAT, so why aren't I just playing that? It does not feel great to go back in the scope of modern games. So I think the remake is justified.
I bought Resident Evil 4, the remake, but I don't want to touch it until the VR adaptation of it comes out. My dad actually gifted me my VR set, and I tried Resident Evil Village on it. It's the only way in which reloading a gun in a game is fun. I'll tell you that too. Like you have to go through the mechanics of putting in like the magazine, you know, unloading the old one, putting the new one in, cocking the gun.
Oh, really?
Or like a bolt action rifle. You have to like maneuver the bolt, and it's also funny to watch other people play it. We had Matt from the Silver came over, Matt from Horrendous too, and I had him try out the Village game, and there's like a jump scare in the game that I saw the man literally like leap backwards. You know what I mean?
I've got to say though, Resident Evil 7 is, I was so scared I couldn't play it if I was in the flat bouncer. I was just like, mate, it was so scary. And we picked it up really late as well. We just went, there's a place called like Computer Games Exchange, whatever, CEX. So we just went down there and we're just like, oh, there's a new Resident Evil, I didn't even know. So we just got it. And the guy was like, we've got a VR thing, like you can do it on VR. And I was like, fuck that. But I can't, that game, I was bricking it, playing it, is me, do you know what I mean? I was like, however old I was when that game came out, like 32 or something. Yeah. And I was scared shitless then. Imagine doing it in VR. Like,
right.
If you do the psychological horror like really well, and like as a computer game, and just build it up for ages until anything comes out. When it does, cool, blimey. Like you are like, it's game over. Like Resident Evil 1 when the dog jumps through the window, right? That is like fucking the scariest moment in computer game history. Yeah, like is it Resident Evil 2 where they've got the one-way mirror? It's like there's like a fucking lick at the other side or whatever, and you're just like, oh, fuck this. Like, yeah.
I
I love
revisited
that stuff, you know.
Last of Us is the best story game of all time, I
Okay.
think. When I first played Last of Us, it was like the Christmas the PS4 came out, so the PS3 was cheap, and they had a bundle with the console, Last of Us, and whatever the current Batman Arkham game was. And I started playing Last of Us that night, and I finished playing Last of Us Monday morning at 9 a.m. It was 10 and 11 hour sessions.
Oh, wow.
So when I finished playing Last of Us, not knowing anything about the story outside of like post-apocalyptic infection, it was like I just got done reading my new favorite book. I think that's the best story game that's ever been made for my money. I don't think there's room for improvement from Last of Us 1. It was too perfect.
Let's just quickly talk about 2 multiplayer games. The first one is one that me and Payson played together, and it was Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
That was the greatest. We were the worst people you've ever met on that game because we realized that whoever picked up the shotgun could kill teammates. You could run over teammates, and we just sabotaged. We would play like on a private like 4-person party chat, and someone would be like, "I'm Jason," and be like, "Okay, you can find this person here," and it's like, "Okay," and then we'd get on public chat, and they're like, "What the fuck? How did he immediately find me?" Or stuff like. Toxic.
Man. Dude, I know it was terrible. I've never played a game like that before where I was just such an asshole.
Brought up the worst in us.
It was so funny. We got the other survivors into the car. You get 4 people in your car, and then you just drive out of the camp. And then me and Derrick just drove the car into the lake. And Jason was just there waiting for them. And he was dicing them and just leaving us. And these people are losing their fucking minds, screaming at us. And we're just standing there beside Jason, just like, whatever. Oh man, it was brutal. But we played that for hundreds of hours.
Oh dude, we put so much time into it.
We got to do it again. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre
game
is out in like 2 weeks.
And then another game that I put way too much time and money into was Dead by Daylight. That one I lost a lot of time to. Like if I look at like my Steam, Steam tells you I have 1,400 hours in that game. That's really sad.
Oh my god,
That's a
dude.
lot of time.
That's fucking crazy. I thought for sure you were gonna be like, oh man, 250 hours. What
no,
a waste.
dude,
1,400.
Payson, through that the first 4 months of the pandemic, we played that all day, every day, and then I would just play it at night.
Crazy.
And then I had other people in my life who played it at night. So it was I had my day crew and my night crew. It was so dark.
You're a deviant.